So as Amol was telling, so this year in month of August, the week of 15th August from 12th to 19th August, I'm planning for a landscape trip to the Meghalaya. We call it Sohra sometimes. I coined it magical Meghalaya because the land is actually it's magical the moment you see. Here are some of the few glimpses of the images and जो images मैंने रखा हूँ PPT के अंदर से. तो दिस इज गिव यू सम बेसिक आइडिया हाउ द थिंग्स इज देयर. इसमें से मेरा 4-5 इमेजेस जो है वो कुछ इमेज के अंदर से इट गॉट पब्लिश्ड इन मैगजीन्स, इज गॉट अवार्डेड इन सम online photography group as well as offline photography
It is
groups.
it is seen in full screen ahead.
Yeah, I can see it, no problem.
Right. So this
So
is what.
even yes, right. So I'm working as a masterclass mentor, and a few of the awards from different celebrities. Probably the person who is on the top left corner, you know, he is Mr. Rohinton J. Mehta, who is the chief editor of Smart Photography. And on the bottom right corner, you can see the person who is none other than by Isaac Hemiker, who is known as the Butterfly Man of India. Few of my butterfly images also been placed into his book. And on the left side you can see some of the things which got published in online as well as in some famous photography, you can say, vendor all of you know. So it got published and it is got appreciated. Okay. Yeah, so I have not made any presentation as such. I just want to give you some glimpse what actually the Meghalaya is and what the things is there. सो मेरा मेघालय का ये दिस विल बी द आवर थर्ड ट्रिप. इससे पहले मैं 2 बार जा चुका हूँ एंड डेफिनेटली आई हैव एक्सप्लोर्ड समथिंग ऑफ माय ओन, some things in some nooks and corners of the country which is little different geography from us, जिनका वेदर सब कुछ चीज भी थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. तो उसके अंदर से ऐसे भी कुछ caves hai. It is very different from our conventional caves. It's actually very primitive. So inside the caves you will find amazing things over there. And definitely for a new place when you will go, you will explore the butterflies and other stuffs. And preferably I can see the flower pictures. I think the if any participants will be there, I will also help them to show how to click the things with a different perspective and to show something new to the world, right? And definitely the other macro as my genre will also try to see and capture some of the macro steps in the night. So this is the next thing. You can just visualize the full screen if you see it. The land of Nohkalikai, that is the famous waterfalls in Meghalaya. It is falling from a very high steep locations, and it's the region is very very dramatic. It's a cloud, it's a mist, it's the sun and shining everything, so it gives a very mystic feeling of the place. And this is a typical rainforest kind of environment in the Meghalaya, where you find narrow lanes going across, and there are some primitive huts kind of thing, and very dense forest. So inside it you will feel a different feeling inside it. Okay. जो लोग शायद नॉर्थ इंडिया विजिट किए हो उसके साथ साथ थोड़ा सा इसके भी एक्सपीरियंस देखोगे तो यू विल आल्सो एंजॉय इट द सेशंस, right? And as I was telling the colors of the Latium, there are some massive waterfalls, although now due to some restrictions people are just putting it, but the view across the regions, it's really lovely. You will just enjoy it. The sims the you need to just wait for the moment to some to peep up to give the colors. Okay. And this is another major waterfalls. I think one of the images of the stream अपने रिव्यू में आ गया था, तो मैं उन लोगों के लिए बता रहा हूँ. ये वाटरफॉल्स का जो इमेज है इसमें से देख रहे हो, आई हैव यूज्ड डेलिबरेटली स्लो शटर स्पीड, लेकिन इमेज के अंदर से ये भी होना चाहिए एक थोड़ा सा. It's a dense forest, no people is there, although the image is centered across the, because main attraction is the falls which is there. And it's not a single falls, it's a falls after falls after falls, so all making together. And I believe so we'll share, if you be in the tour, if you join me into the tour, I will show the different techniques how to shoot the similar kind of photos, and you will also make a memory of. There are some few other adventurous sports going on in this place. This is called Mawkdok Valley, and the left side you can find the massive waterfalls which are Kramsuri. Just give one perspective of the waterfalls, how big it is. The total waterfalls, if you consider in terms of height, how much it will be approximately 90 foot and above. So taking the pictures, considering the cloud, the water flow, everything, it gives you an immense you can say experience. And the right side one जो picture आप लोग देख रहे हो, ये एक different kind of Meghalaya के type में एक पत्थर का structure रहते हैं. It's a hole and through which the water will flow, and it will come out at some distance place. You don't know where it will come out. So that's the very amazing things to see in Meghalaya, one after another, cascading of waterfalls. And what Meghalaya is also known for, that is called the Living Root Bridge. It is not any bridge constructed by synthetic materials, cement or anything. Only the roots of the leaf constitutes the bridge. For taking these shots, I need to get down to the river bed. I need to wait for some time for the rain to settle down. Because हम लोग जिस समय में जा रहे हैं, that is in the month of August. Yes, there will be rain, but when there is no rain, there should not be any greenery. And Meghalaya rain is little bit different. It's not like torrential rain. हो रहा है, हो रहा है, हो रहा है, continuous हो रहा है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Rain आएगा, बंद हो जाएगा, तुरंत you will find the shining things and you need to get set ready. Click it, come out, and get some amazing pictures. And here are the few other places. We call it a garden of caves on the right picture, and different stone structures. मैं जैसे बोल रहा था, वहां पर कुछ पत्थर के अंदर से पानी आते, जाकर के खो जाते, फिर आकर के और एक जगह से निकलते. तो ऐसी एक जगह जहां से पानी निकल रहा है बाहर से. लेफ्ट साइड जो पिक्चर है, दिस इज ऑल्सो नियर टू द डायंथेलन. दिस इज ऑल्सो एन अमेजिंग प्लेस. One after another waterfalls. This photo was very challenging for me because the level from where I have shoot this picture, you can see it is almost submerged in my knee deep water. Okay, so I will definitely, you need to get a different perspective when you'll go to that level. Okay, shooting. And this is another amazing place where the uh, water level is so transparent, you can see even uh, many feet inside the river, totally visible. This place is known as Dauki, which is a border of India and Bangladesh. And there are boatmen who ply across these places. There are even some amazing pictures, but I've just shown you one just pictures for you. And this is the typical Meghalaya skyscape, how it will come, how people will go, how people will explore the places, explore the things. And this is one of my favorite pictures of Meghalaya. We called it cascade waterfalls, one after another, one after another. It just go on floating across the places. So I was telling in my review, so जब कोई image के अंदर से vision बहुत दूर तक जाते हैं ना, you can just feel the place, and you can see the water level. It should be silky smooth. The sky, it is so dramatic. So all the elements for a photography, it should be captured and get it. But you need to wait for some time. This image has been published and given a good ovation across the platforms, including some famous camera brand also. Right? Yeah. Sure.
Great. I mean, amazing picture, Somendra. I mean, the waterfall, the landscape, the sky, everything is perfect in this particular picture.
This is another mood of the same, and this is two other pictures. I think last time I just tried to compile both of the things. Sometimes black and white also give a different punch. Actually, Amol, I should make it into two different pages. Sometimes actually it got messed up. Sorry for the reason. And right side, what I was telling, the cascade of the waterfalls. Na? If you take either took the picture from the bottom side or took the picture from the top side, so that you can see the different layers how it is coming. Okay, the vision should not get stuck up. You should have something in the foreground. You should have something midground as well as background. It will go and go on, go on. So the mist and fog it always gives you. And last picture, it is just a compilation of the picture of different macro species. So those people who are the macro lovers, and just to give one idea, macro pictures is not always needed for the macro lens. It is more important how the light you can control and how the species you will capture. Okay, so this is just a jumbled up of different species. Those people who are passionate about the macro, Northeast is an amazing place because most of the things are unexplored there. So I hope so. I will also plan some trip in Arunachal Pradesh as well as those regions, because they are actually and unexplored places and immense treasure is still there. Okay, so Amol, that's all. So
So, Somendra, the Meghalaya is exclusively landscape, is it? Or you will be exploring macro as well?
thing is that if there is a scope, we'll definitely try to cover macro because most of the macros has been shoot in the night. Okay.
Okay.
So daytime, what we prefer, we'll try to shoot the landscape. We'll shoot the waterfalls. Okay, we'll travel to one of the places. We try to shoot the people also, because those are the local people. They are having a very different culture, right? We try to capture those cultures. But as you know, my passion is macro, so we'll definitely capture some macro. And one of my good friends of the Meghalaya, he will be also with us. He is an ace macro photographer, and definitely he also like the photography like all of us. So I am very much optimistic. I'm very much, you can say, excited for that tour to come.
Right, right. So wonderful, Somendra, and thank you for explaining to us in such great detail about your forthcoming Meghalaya tour, which is starting in August. And I'm sure you would be discussing the greater details of it in the next slide, right? But then, I mean, your presentation was so, I mean, encouraging and so much fun that even I feel like joining you in this particular Meghalaya tour.
Oh, Amol, that will be a great pleasure going together. It will be an amazing experience for all of us, the
Right?
like-minded, the passionate
For
people
the
with the same
for the
purpose.
for the old time's sakes, definitely. But then, if my students, any of them, are ready to participate in this particular Meghalaya tour, they can expect not only the expertise of Somendra, but then you can also find yours truly, Amol Patil, with you, clicking pictures and sharing his knowledge, his tips, techniques, and helping you out with your photography journey. So, ek se bhale do, isn't it, Somendra?
Sure, sure, Rahul. Actually, not all. I have not captured any financial details just to explain these things. I have
Okay,
set up, because it's a dedicated photography trip. So we need to do some odd hour things. We need to make provisions for special vehicles with us. जो अपने साथ odd hours में रहे. It is not a travel and leisure trip, and it is very limited people only. So only dedicated for the photography purpose. Apart from the airfare from any place, whatever you can come, I have made an estimated cost of 45,000 for that trip, inclusive of everything from 12th to 19th. Okay, so this is the figure. But definitely based on circumstances, we will try to see what the things. There are some unforeseen events may happen at any point of time, which is as a disclaimer. But we'll try to see the cost should not go anything which is, you can say, overbearing to us or any of on us. It is not actually so-called a very specific trip dedicated for any commercial benefit or other things. We are just doing it to give in with very close community of the people, so that I can share my knowledge, I can let them explore and give them some
right.
opportunity to visualize some of the amazing places across the Maharashtra, not as a tourist point of view, but as a photographer's point of view. So that's all.
So, all my students from Masterpix who are interested in landscape photography and want to explore the genre in great detail at a beautiful location like Meghalaya with experts like Somendra and yours truly, Amol Patil, this is a must go.
Yeah, but I don't want to make many participants, because it is making we just want to put full attention to each and every participants. So
Okay,
already three of my friends already, including myself, we are confirmed. We are going to book the tickets in another 2 3 days, so so that we can compile, we can make the things in unison, so that people, and
okay.
just
So you are already four now. Okay,
we are
so
already three now. Yes, right. Three now.
four.
What I can expect, maximum we can go up to the five, not more than that.
Okay, so three participants more max.
Correct. Absolutely.
Right,
Maximum
right.
two participants
So
more.
you heard it right from Somendra that the seats are limited for the next three participants only. So whoever is interested, please get in touch with me as mentioned. The dates, Somendra, please tell the dates once again.
Yes, once again, I am telling this is in the month of August. 12th August is the Saturday. We'll start in the morning, and the 19th August is the Saturday, the day when we'll return. Okay. So 12th to 19th, it's a total 8 days program.
Right. So 12 to 19, please check out the dates in the calendar, your availability and your schedules. And highly recommended, I would say. And as I said, I would also be joining Somendra if any of you would be actually joining this particular tour. So count me in. So if you privilege my company along with Somendra and feel it is beneficial for your photography learning, then definitely join in. Only 2-3 participants max, as Somendra mentioned, and 45,000 is the ballpark cost. The exact details will be communicated to the serious participants once he confirms it to me. Right, Somendra?
Yes, absolutely. With the details of the tour plan, where we are staying, what the things we are doing. Because this is not the first time I'm going. I have already gone there. I know the place. I know the things. So I can give you in details what the things we are doing it and how we are exploring these things. Yes, definitely.
Great. So thanks, Somendra. Thanks for your inputs on photographs. Thanks for your Meghalaya tour itinerary. And definitely, I mean, I would be interested. Let's see if my other students would also like to join us. And I will definitely keep you posted on that.